172 years before the death of the Mad King? Okay. Daenerys! Goat! Referenced already, because they know! We're back. Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? And you read right. It's been a year, almost a year, or right up to a year, since I finished my journey through Game of Thrones, the TV series. A lot of you guys currently subscribe to my channel, probably found my channel through those reactions. The Game of Thrones reactions really were the content that are still some of the best, most watched reactions that I've done on the channel. And I'm incredibly happy for that, because that was a show that did in fact actually end up becoming like my favorite show of all time that I've watched, and it was so enjoyable and fulfilling being able to watch it with you guys, you know, build this community that I have, but also be able to kind of get a little bit of the feeling of what it was like probably watching this in real time, you know, having people to like talk about it with. I read your guys' thoughts and opinions on the characters and the episodes and the seasons. You guys helped me understand so much more in depth regarding the lore and regarding these characters that honestly I don't think I would have been able to enjoy the experience as much, probably, I don't know, maybe, but without you guys being there. Honestly, I had planned to watch House of the Dragon way earlier. Unfortunately, real life shit happens, and a lot of my reactions and things that I had planned kind of like got left a little bit on pause. For example, I don't know if you guys are one of the 5 people who watched my The Last of Us reaction season 2. For example, that reaction has also been on pause for a little bit. Hopefully I'm going to finish season 2 shortly, but you know, I have been waiting for a good time to start House of the Dragon, and eventually I just kind of realized the perfect time might never actually occur, so better just jump into it at some point, because I know a lot of you guys I've told you guys that it's coming at least like 2 or 3 months now. Another thing is that I get very attached to shows that I like, and I get very attached to characters in those shows that I like. I think you all guys remember my feelings towards the ending of Game of Thrones and how they treated the best character in that entire show. Moment of silence for Daenerys Targaryen, who, again, in my headcanon, she's not dead. I don't care what they showed in the show. Even in the show, she can still be brought back. But no, Dany, that's not the end of Daenerys. That can't be the end of Daenerys. I refuse. I haven't accepted it, and I still won't accept it. I don't care what you guys say. Drogon is taking her to one of the priestesses, and she's gonna revive her just like they revived Jon Snow. That could not have been it. No way. So yeah, it was going to be extra hard for me to jump into this show now, because this is about the Targaryens, damn it. Targaryens have already peaked in my eyes. So what, I'm going to have to watch other Targaryens kind of like not being able to live up to Daenerys? Is that what I'm gonna have to do? I'm already a little bit negatively predisposed. I am not going to lie about it. Yes, I might make some salty comments. I don't give a fuck, guys. You guys know me. If you're here for a happy-go-lucky, oh, I don't care about Daenerys dying, you're in the wrong channel. Okay? Daenerys Targaryen worshipper. That's my Westeros religion. Not the old gods, not the Seven, not the god of light, or the god of death, not even Hodor. My religion is that of the Dragon Queen, Her Grace, Her Majesty, who they did so dirty, who literally came up from nothing, dominated, or would have dominated, the entire map, until Jon Snow's backstabbing ass decided to betray her yet again, like every character except, honestly, from Zora, Grey Worm, and Missandei. did that entire show. Now I'm thinking about it again and I'm getting frustrated again. I never stop thinking about it, that's the thing. Guys, I've been mourning for a whole year. Still haven't gone past this shit. In my Game of Thrones handbook here, it clearly states, you know, the Targaryen dynasty peaked with Daenerys. But I'm still going to give, you know, her predecessors a chance, you know? They are dragon wielders. So they're going to be interesting at the very least. Are they going to be as pure, as empathetic, as loving, as internally strong as Dany is? Obviously not, guys. I'm open to jumping into Dany's family tree. The Daenerys house, that's what I'm gonna call them. By this point, all the Daenerys haters are fuming or have left the video. Good, because how is it possible for y'all? How is it possible for y'all? I never understood it, and I don't want to understand it. Victims of war propaganda. That's what y'all are. But yeah, I have my lovely Game of Thrones Bible right here. Thanks, Archangel, for the gift. So let me put that away now because it's gonna get in the way of these reactions. But it's always going to be ready at my disposal whenever I need it. I feel like not only is nobody gonna top Daenerys, I've also just kind of like been like, well, how do you top Game of Thrones in general? I'm seeing here that they have done, especially the first season, has some really good ratings. So I jumped into the original series, like with this notion of like, I'm not gonna let any biases or things that I've heard maybe cloud my judgment. That's how I'm going to go into this one, obviously. But I will have my own like personal biases, and that is I am forever Daenerys truthful. So unfortunately, nothing shown here, I don't think, is ever gonna change that. Listen, I might end the season and be like, you know what? I might have found a new favorite character. I doubt it. I'm done rambling about Daenerys. Not really, I'm lying. but I'll probably bring a lot of comparisons up as I go along. Obviously, I'm gonna compare this to the original series. I mean, come on, how can you watch this after watching Game of Thrones and not compare? It's an unfortunate thing. I'm not expecting them to reach the levels of Game of Thrones. They already have kind of like a buffer, a safety buffer zone where it's like, as long as I am equally entertained in parts, then this will be good. If you guys are new to the channel, go watch my Game of Thrones reactions, preferably first, so you understand my random rants that I'll probably go in at some point during these reactions. When I call Snake 2.0, you guys should know what I'm referencing to. When I throw a death party, a pre-death party, you guys should be ready. So it'd be great if you guys checked out my Game of Thrones reactions. If you just want to watch House of the Dragon, then that's perfectly fine by me. Prince Tulip, Machiavellion, Percy White, Mars of France, Nettles, Heather, Berry Switch, Archangel, Irene AK, and Chaklof. As always, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of the channel. Your support means the world to me. And for anybody who would like to check out the Patreon, the link is in the description down below for full-length reactions and other Patreon exclusive benefits. I don't think I'm ready. You guys, I haven't really, I don't think I have, even though I have talked for, again, 17 minutes now, I don't think I have really explained the extent in which I'm hurting about the way they did Daenerys. So this is gonna be a kind of a rough watch for me. Everything's gonna be reminding me of her. But we're gonna have to get through this. Let's jump back into this Game of Thrones world, guys. I'm so excited.
As the first century of the Targaryen dynasty came to a close, the health of the old king, Jaehaerys, was failing. Targaryen stood at the height of its strength, with 10 adult dragons under its yoke.
I am House Targaryen at the end of the day, but I'm House Daenerys, so that's where I'm gonna be referring to us. But technically I am, so this is my house. This is my people. I know I don't have white or blondish hair, or are very, very pale. A little bit right now, but these are my people.
In the year 101, the old king called a great council. Over 1,000 lords made the journey to Harrenhal. 14 succession claims were heard. Only 2 were truly considered. Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, the king's eldest descendant. Prince Viserys Targaryen, the king's eldest male.
It is declared by all the lords paramount that Prince Viserys Targaryen be made Prince of Dragonstone.
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne.
Hmm.
The lords instead chose Viserys, my father.
Okay, so who's narrating?
Jaehaerys called the Great Council to prevent a war being fought over his succession. The only thing that could tear down the House of the Dragon was itself.
This is gonna be interesting because I have reacted to the lore as well. I've also seen Nettle's video about the Targaryens. You guys definitely watch this. I'll recommend this at some point in the video. Probably right here. So again, I have a bit of an understanding, but again, I'm gonna have to rejog my memory on a lot of these names. It is now the 9th year of King Viserys and the first, I'm assuming this is, yeah, Targaryen's reign. 172 years before the death of the Mad King? Okay. Daenerys! The GOAT! Referenced already because they know! 172 years before Daenerys Targaryen. So they're saying this is the peak of the Targaryens, but here's the peak of the Targaryens. But anyway, so lies right off the bat. 172 years before the peak of the Targaryens. Yes, give me a dragon sword right away. Give me a dragon sword right away. Hell yeah! How can you not be Targaryen, bro? House Targaryen. They have fucking dragons. I also hear the soundtrack in the back. Ooh. Yep, we're at the Red Keep. Oh, this is the beat! Come on, bro. Oh, they also have to have their hair for us? Like, really? Come on, I don't want to start roasting already. I don't want to start roasting already. I don't want to start roasting already. You'll never be Daenerys! I don't know what to cover me, guys. I don't even know this girl. She's probably a lovely girl. She'll never be Daenerys, though. So what are we even here for? Oh, why am I so annoying? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck, yo. I don't care. Oh, bro. She's probably a lovely lady. I'm probably grow to really like her. Can't lie, this is also the dress that Daenerys wore. No, yo. Y'all are really, really trying, yo. But no. Again, she's probably lovely.
Welcome back, Princess. I am relieved. Every time that golden beast brings you back unspoiled, saves my head from a spike.
That's almost large enough to settle too.
I believe I'm quite content as a spectator. Thank you.
So, Harax is this dragon's name. Okay, so right off the bat, obviously you're gonna notice CGI. A tad bit more noticeable for whatever reason. But I guess I can understand some of the reasoning because CGI just keeps getting... Anyway, they keep paying less and less for CGI artists to do their thing. And they put a lot tougher constraints in terms of timetables for them. So a lot of the sitcoms are looking more rushed. That's a bit of a synopsis of what I'm talking about. But yeah, but looks great still. Like here, looks amazing. You can kind of notice though, like when the CGI bits are in sometime. This castle, for example. I hear the music in the back, bro.
Rhaenyra,
So Rhaenyra.
you know I don't like you to go flying while I'm in this condition. You will lie in this bed soon enough, Rhaenyra. Discomfort is how we serve the realm.
I'd rather serve as a knight and ride to battle in glory.
Yes.
We have royal wounds, you and I. The childbed is our battlefield. Now take a bath. You stink of dragon.
The growing alliance among the free cities has taken to styling itself the Triarchy. They have massed on Bloodstone and are presently ridding the Stepstones of its pirate infestation. A man called Kragas Drehar has styled himself the Prince Admiral of this Triarchy. They call him the Crab Feeder.
The what?
Rhaenyra, you're late. King's cupbearer must not be late. Leaves people wanting for cups.
I was visiting Mother.
On Dragonbank?
Yes, at Prince Damon's urging, the Crown has invested significant capital in the retraining and re-equipping of his city watch.
Do you think Damon is distracted by his present tasks, and that his thoughts and energies are occupied?
Well, one would hope so, considering the associated costs.
Then let us all consider your gold well invested, Lord Beesbury.
If those shipping lanes should fall, it will beggar our ports.
The Crown has heard your report, Lord Corliss, and takes it under advisement. Shall we discuss the heirs tournament, Your Grace?
The cost of the tournament is not negligible. Perhaps we might delay until the child is in hand.
Before the games are over, my son will be born, and the whole realm will celebrate.
We have no way of predicting the sex of the child.
Of course.
Why do I have a feeling that he is going to die early in the show?
There's a boy in the Queen's belly.
They're going to go down the Robert Baratheon route. But what better way to start a show with perfect anarchy of the king dying? Now that's an antagonist if I've ever seen one. Ugly motherfucker.
It's Valyrian steel.
Turn around.
She stabs her.
You and I both own a small piece of our ancestry. Kevie.
You're worried your father is about to overshadow you with a son.
I only worry for my mother. I hope for my father that he gets a son. As long as I can recall, it's all he's wanted.
You want him to have a son?
I want to fly with you on Dragonback, see the great wonders across the narrow sea, and eat only cake. I never just about cake.
You aren't worried about your position?
I like this position. It's quite comfortable. Where are you going?
Home.
Princess Nymeria led her Rhoynar across the narrow sea on 10,000 ships to flee their Valyrian pursuers, and burnt her own fleet off Sunspear to show her people that they were finished running.
What are you doing?
So you remember?
If the Scepter sees this book,
Then the scepter.
Rhaenyra!
Okay, I'm liking this two relationship.
Sent inquiries to the Citadel. They are searching the text for similar cases.
Wait,
Cut from sitting the throne.
is it dragon scale?
It needs to be kept quiet.
Is it dragon scale?
You spend more time in that bath than I do on the throne.
This is the only place I can find comfort these days. It's as warm as the maesters will allow.
Don't they know dragons prefer heat?
After this miserable pregnancy, I wouldn't be surprised if I hatched an actual dragon.
You're not an heiress to do that.
Rhaenyra has already declared that she's to have a sister. Has there been any word from your dear brother?
Not since I named him commander of the City Watch.
Nothing will cause the babe to grow a cock if it does not already possess one.
This child is a boy, Emma.
Yeah.
I've never been more certain of anything.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a girl. Or it's gonna get killed.
And I heard the sound of thundering hooves, splintering shields and ringing swords. And I placed our son upon the Iron Throne, and all the dragons roared as one.
Are they gonna play with the whole gods flip a coin regarding the Targaryens? Are they really gonna be like, have this delusion of grandeur?
This is the last time. Viserys. I've lost one babe in the cradle, had 2 stillbirths and 2 pregnancies ended well before their term. I know it is my duty to provide you an heir. And I'm sorry if I have failed you in that I am.
Damn.
But I've mourned all the dead children like her.
Now this is a great thing that we didn't really get to see that much of in Game of Thrones, like this need for the birthing of a boy heir. Sansa kind of mentioned it, you know, early on to her sept, where it's like, what if I can't give him a son? So that was a nice scene to see.
Brother's city has fallen into squalor.
So this is the City's Watch, and this is his brother, okay. She did say uncle, and she saw him on the Iron Throne.
Beginning tonight, King's Landing will learn to fear the color gold.
Why, though? For degeneracy? Or what? Hey, yo! Aha.
It was an
So,
unprecedented roundup of criminals of every ilk. Your brother made a public show of it.
but okay, like if they were actually like all thieves and murderers and rapists, I mean, thieves is extreme. I mean, killing thieves. But rapists, I have no problem with what he did if those were actually rapists. So again, depending on the crime, I'm not against just dismemberment. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, definitely an extreme showcase of power.
Brother?
Damon.
Carry on. You were saying something about my impunity.
You are to explain your doings.
Your new gold cloaks made quite the impression last night, didn't they?
The City Watch is not a sword to be wielded at your whim.
Nobles from every corner of the realm are right now descending upon King's Landing for my brother's tourney. Do you want them mugged, raped, murdered? You mightn't know this unless you left the safety of the Red Keep, but much of King's Landing is seen by the small folk as lawless. Our city should be safe for all its people.
We installed Prince Damon as commander to promote law and order. The criminal element should fear the City Watch.
Lady Rhea is your wife, a good and honorable lady of the Vale.
In the Vale, men are said to fuck sheep instead of women. I can assure you, the sheep are prettier.
For the Seven, to honor your wife.
God damn.
Your own lady wife passed recently. Did she not?
Otto. My apologies, Your Grace.
Enforce my laws, but understand, any further performances like last night's will be answered.
Understood, Your Grace.
King's Landing has been in decline since my grandmother passed. In the end, this new City Watch might be a good thing. I know many of you have traveled long leagues to be at these games. When I look at the fine knights in these lists, I see a group without equal has been made more auspicious by the news that I am happy to share. Queen Emma has begun her labors.
In terms of like structures, it definitely does look like King's Landing is flourishing right now. They've done a great job of showcasing Rome at its peak, in a way, Athens at its peak, you know. This is the civilization of the time at its most prosperous, or rather stable,
A mystery night.
which leads to prosperity.
I would humbly ask for the favor of the queen who never was.
Good fortune to you, cousin.
I would gladly take it if I thought I needed it.
That's a crazy POV. That was great.
What do you know about this Sir Kristen Cole, Sir?
I'm told Sir Crispin is common-born son of Lord Dondarrion's steward, but other than that, just unhorsed both of the Baratheon lads.
Damn, Baratheon's catching else. That's a badass helmet. Is that allowed? Can you go for the horse?
Nicely done, Uncle.
Thank you, Princess. I'm fairly certain I can win these games, Lady Alicent. Having your favor would all but assure it.
Good luck, my prince.
We've given her as much milk of the poppy as we can without risking the child. Your
Oh,
queen is a
shit.
strong woman. She's fighting with all her might.
Okay, so
It's all right. It's all right.
Wonder if this is how we should celebrate the birth of our future king. With wanton violence.
yeah, this is like okay for all these children to be watching this. Like y'all are raising future psychopaths without even realizing it. The detail of her like picking her nails, it's kind of great. So if she dies, right, and the child dies with her, then Daemon is the heir, right?
To sacrifice one,
For the other,
or
yeah.
to lose them both. There is a chance that we can save the child. A technique is taught at the Citadel which involves cutting directly into the wound to free the infant. Blood loss.
7 hours, Mellows. You can save the child.
We must either act now or leave it with the gods.
He's gonna do it, isn't he? Because he saw these visions of him. What's it be a girl too, or die, regardless. He's gonna kill his wife for it. Imagine Damon died, and they died, and then the princess ends up being the heir. They're gonna kill her. You fucking.
I love you.
No, you don't.
Oh, what's happening?
No, it's alright.
I can't watch the shit.
Alright.
Please. No, I'm scared. Nothing.
Don't be scared. Break the paper.
No.
Make an incision.
No.
Please hold it still.
No, please.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up, bro. The child's gonna be dead. And you just killed your wife too, you fucking idiot. This is so fucked up. So it's alive. Is it a boy or is it a girl?
Yield. Yield.
Gods, he's Dornish.
I was hoping to ask for the princess's favor.
Oshila, Sir Kristen.
Princess?
Let's see. This shit is fucking disgusting.
Congratulations, Your Grace. You have a son.
The child died too? You dumb motherfuckers! You dumb motherfuckers! Fucking stupid ass king, bro. Why is the king always dumb to start the series? No disrespect to Robert, but what the fuck? So, either one of two things is gonna happen, right? So, either Daemon is going to eventually kill his brother, take the throne for himself, or Rhaena, she is gonna end up being somehow being the heir. Her uncle and her father are gonna go against each other, probably both die. Then she's gonna end up becoming the queen. Although Westeros never had a queen. Right? Dracarys? This is a great scene. This has been a fantastic. You didn't say it right. But this has been a great opening episode. This scene was fucking traumatic as hell. This was traumatic.
Where's Rhaenyra?
Your Grace, this is the last thing any of us wish to discuss at this dark hour, but I consider the matter urgent. That of your succession. Recent tragedies have left you without an obvious heir.
The king has an heir.
The succession is already set. By precedent and by law.
Shall we say his name? Daemon Targaryen.
If Daemon were to remain the uncontested heir, it could destabilize the realm.
Look at what he did with the Gold Cloaks. The City Watch is fiercely loyal to him. An army 2,000 strong.
An army you gave him, Otto. I named Daemon Master of Laws. but you said he was a tyrant. As Master of Coin, you said he was a spendthrift that would beggar the realm. Putting Damon in command of the City Watch was your solution.
A half measure, Your Grace.
My brother. My blood. And he will have his place at my court.
Let him keep his place at court, Your Grace. But if the gods should visit some further tragedy on you, either by design or accident...
My brother would murder me. Take my crown. Are you? Please. Damon has ambition, yes. But not for the throne. He lacks the patience for it.
Under such circumstances, it would not be an aberration for the king to name a successor.
Well, who else would have a claim?
The king's firstborn child.
Rhaenyra. A girl. No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
Damon would be a second Maegor, or worse. He is impulsive and violent to protect the king and the realm from him. I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that is the truth as I see it, and I know that others here agree.
I will not be made to choose.
There are others who would have a claim.
Such as your wife, Lord Corlys.
Rhaenys was the only child of Jaehaerys' eldest son. She had a strong claim at the Great Council, and she already has a male heir.
My wife and son are dead!
Yeah, you killed them.
I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
Are they related? So is he... Okay, his daughter.
The Queen was well loved by all. I found myself thinking of your own mother today.
How is His Grace?
Very low, which is why I sent for you. I thought you might go to him, offer him comfort.
Don't.
In his chambers. I wouldn't know what to say.
He'll be glad of a visitor. You might wear one of your mother's dresses.
Hey yo, is he trying to like send her as like... Again, this is Game of Thrones. So everybody's vouching for the throne, right? He's trying to actually send her as like... In hopes that the king, in a moment of like... weakness, has sex with her. And she's pregnant with his future heir. I see the play. Such a Lannister move too. Tywin would make this move. The actor also like resembles a little bit Tywin as well, so...
The Lady Alicent Hightower, Your Grace.
What is it, Alicent?
I thought I might come and look in on you, Your Grace.
Oh, so
Pictures of mine.
he makes miniature
Do you know how passionate you are for the histories?
art pieces?
Yes, I am.
When my mother died, people only ever spoke to me in riddles. All I wanted was for someone to say that they were sorry for what happened to me. I'm very sorry, Your Grace.
Oh, he's one of the types that goes to the strip club and just sits in the corner like and probably writes a book or something. Goes there for the food and the drink.
Last night, Prince Damon bought out one of the pleasure houses on the Street of Silk.
King and Council have long rued my position as next in line for the throne. But
Look at the scene!
they all might, it seems...
Hold on, no, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you have to say right now. Look at me. I'm not stopping to like turn and be like, you know what? Let's just wait a minute. Let's just see what he has to say. Ain't no way they just like stayed like that. Whose idea was this?
He toasted Prince Balon,
To the king's son.
styling him the heir for a day. Witnesses, the evening was by all accounts a celebration.
You cut the image of the conqueror, brother.
Did you say it?
I don't know what you mean.
You will address me as Your Grace, or I will have my Kingsguard cut out your tongue. The heir for a day. Did you say it?
So it seems like he did say it. He seems like the guy that would say it.
My family has just been destroyed. But instead of being by my side or Rhaenyra's, you chose to celebrate your own rise, laughing with your whores and your leg spittles. You have no allies at court but me. I have only ever defended you. Yet everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face.
You've only ever tried to send me away to the Vale, to the City Watch. Anywhere but by your side. 10 years you've been king, and yet not once have you asked me to be your hand.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm your brother. And the blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me so deep?
Why are they rhyming back and forth? Why have the last 5 minutes been so funny to me? Why did they just rhyme with each other? The blood of the dragon runs deep. No, the blood of the dragon runs thick. Then why do you cut me so deep? I don't know, brother. I can't stand to see you weep. But my son died, you selfish prick. And that's all I can do. Talentless. Talentless with rhyme, bro.
The Otto Hightower for what he is.
An unwavering and loyal
A
hand.
cunt. He doesn't protect you. I would.
From what?
Yourself. You're weak. Viserys. Council of Leeches knows it. They all prey on you for their own ends.
This is actually probably factual. From what I've seen so far. Yep.
I have decided to name a new heir.
I'm your heir.
Not anymore. You are to return to Runestone and your lady wife at once. By order of your king.
So this is the beef. Brother against brother. Yeah, remember we read about this heard about this in the History and Lore. And we also I remember starting to come back to me now. Yes, we did hear about how he was known as the king who used to cut himself in his own throne. And I was thinking about that when we saw the first cut on his back.
Valerian was the last living creature to have seen old Valyria before the Doom.
Damn, that's a big odd dragon.
When you look at the dragons, what do you see? What do you see?
I suppose I see us.
Tell me.
Everyone says Targaryens are closer to gods than to men. But they say that because of our dragons. Without them, we're just like everyone else.
The idea that we control the dragons is an illusion. They're a power man should never have trifled with. One that brought Valyria its doom. If we don't mind our own histories, it will do the same to us. Targaryen must understand this to be king. Or queen. I'm sorry, Rhaenyra. I have wasted years since you were born.
This is Rhaenyra's worst nightmare. It's when you don't want to. You're working at your local, like, I don't know what is a universal, like shop chain, like local store anyway. This is like chill work. This is work that I'm relaxed. I don't have stress. Just come in, do my 8 hours, whatever. Clock in, clock out. I have the salary. Doing all the other things I want. I'm good. And then all of a sudden, you're too good at your damn job, and they're like, they want to make you manager, and you're like, fuck no. This is my worst nightmare. This is her right now. I don't know if this is actually how she felt, or it was like a coping mechanism for her. Does she have queen aspirations? I guess we'll find out. But from what she said to Alicent, she doesn't. What were the odds? I had 2 heirs that were in front of me, and they're both not gonna be there. So now it's up to me. But again, we keep hearing in Game of Thrones that there had never been a queen in Westeros, right? So, kind of a spoiler that she's not gonna end up being the queen ultimately, or will she never be recognized? Boom, boom, boom.
Daemon is your heir.
Daemon was not made to wear the crown.
Corlys of House Velaryon, Lord of the Tides, and Master of Driftmark.
Dragon's saddle is one thing, but the Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm.
Just because you keep cutting yourself on the throne does not make it the most. I'm joking. He's right. History has proved him 100% correct. But you're also known for cutting yourself on the damn swords. To be honest, it would be something that happens, considering. what the throne actually looks like.
South, defender of the
That's a
citadel,
badass shot,
and
though.
voice of Old Town, promised to be faithful to King Viserys and his named heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. I pledge fealty to them, and shall defend them against all enemies in good faith.
Give me your hand.
She's going to take her with him? That's a good attire they have on.
There's something else that I need to tell you. Might be difficult for you to understand.
They tell us that Aegon looked across the Blackwater from Dragonstone, saw a rich land ripe for the capture. But ambition alone is not what drove him to conquest. It was a dream.
Stannis foresaw the end of Valyria. Aegon foresaw the end of the world of men. To begin with a terrible winter, gusting out of the distant north.
I, Rickon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
And whatever dwells within will destroy the world of the living. When this great winter comes, Rhaenyra, all of Westeros must stand against it. And if the world of men is to survive, a Targaryen must be seated on the Iron Throne.
And the prophecy will come true. Only reason that the North did not actually come to destroy everybody is because one woman, a Targaryen, came from exile, basically. And with her armies that she gained from literally zero, from being sold as basically a sex slave, from the armies that she managed to gain by her lonesome and Zora, and the dragons that she managed to bring back to life. She was there, a Targaryen, to protect Westeros and the world from ultimate death. Make no mistake, if Daenerys was not there, none of what happened during the battle that we saw in Season 8 was actually going to take place. They wouldn't be able to hold them off like enough. Humanity and mankind would have been finished. A Targaryen should have been at the throne, just like he said, and prevented it from happening. Because she was the queen, okay? Even if she never got to actually sit on the Iron Throne. Fuck the Iron Throne, that's why Drogon burned it. But, yeah, so he was right. The vision was correct. And we don't know. The winter might come again. Okay? And Daenerys might come back. So hey, books are still being written.
Aegon called his dream the Song of Ice and Fire. This secret, it's been passed from king to heir since Aegon's time. Promise me this, Rhaenyra. Promise me.
Ooh.
And the Rhoynar.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. Daemon is about to come back with an army and dragons.
Rhaenyra Targaryen, Princess of Dragonstone, heir to the Iron Throne.
They are suspicious as fuck, both of them. I don't trust them. Because again, I'm House Daenerys, aka House Targaryen. The music gets me every time! Ryan Condal. George R. Martin was also involved in this. Good sign, good sign. Ryan Condal. I trust you to deliver something good. I don't want you to end up being like D&D. Well, they did fantastic. Up until they decided it was fucked Danny for some reason. But I trust you. That was a great first episode. That was a really, really good first episode. Really, really good. Dare I say better than the Game of Thrones first episode. Basically because it based a lot of things from things that we already know in Game of Thrones that made it extra epic. For example, him talking about the long nights. The advantage of delivering a first episode in an already established universe, of course. Again, the first episode of Game of Thrones was just amazing as well. The shock factor of it was even greater. Probably. But this had like all the makings of like a good epic ass Game of Thrones as so. Okay? So I trust y'all to deliver. Okay, Ryan? All of these actors, I've never seen anything else, so that's great. That's fantastic, okay? Because You know, in Game of Thrones, I had seen obviously Ned. I had seen Emilia Clarke. So again, I had some like other references of these people. These people like embody these roles for me. So at least from what I remember, at least I might have seen them in something, don't remember it. Matter of fact, is Viserion? Is he not? Did he not act in a theatrical performance, theatrical play in Game of Thrones that Arya was watching, where they were making fun of? He played Ned, I think, right? Am I completely off on this? But he has a pretty characteristic ass face. Did he not play Ned, supposedly, in that theatrical parody in the original Game of Thrones that Arya was watching when she was in Bravos? Am I crazy? But I have a feeling, right? But I can't help it, whenever I hear this music, like, I'm thinking of Danny, bro. When the episodes would end, and it would be just Daenerys having done another epic fucking thing, I'd be just screaming at the top of my lungs, bro. Anyway, back to this show. You guys gonna have to excuse me, like, if you know, you know. Already got a bit familiar with the characters, the main characters that I feel like we're gonna be centering this show around, at least the first season. It's an interesting idea. Again, I always find prequels that come after, obviously prequels, to be very interesting, because a lot of the things that we're about to see and experience here, we know how they end. So, for example, he talks about this prophecy, and we kind of know how it ends. The books are still being written. Maybe we thought we beat the White Walkers, whatever the fuck, but something else happens. Maybe Dany comes back as a White Walker queen. Who knows? If that's the case, we're supporting the White Walkers. It's a bit anticlimactic, because imagine hearing about this great prophecy and thinking, oh, are we gonna see it at some point during the show? No, we already saw it. So that's the only thing. Yeah, had a great time. Instantly, I'm hooked right back in instantly. Again, you guys are gonna have to forgive me for making mistakes about the history, the lore, and characters I might have heard of in the show or in the history and lore. It's not like I have memorized them off the top of my head. I'm obviously gonna try and like connect things. Might come off completely stupid, but I'll do that. If you're new, especially in shows like Game of Thrones, I will pause a lot and talk about things. That's that. If you're upset by my constant Daenerys Targaryen like praise and mention, this is not the time for you, because it's not gonna stop. Matter of fact, if I see people being upset about it, I'm just gonna keep doing it more. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say. Tell me, guys, what you thought of this prequel of Game of Thrones. I know there's 2 seasons out now, and there's a 3rd one coming. So, has it lived up to your expectations? Is it good? Obviously, I'm not gonna ask you if it's better than Game of Thrones, but is it good? Do you guys really like it? Do you guys love it? What's your opinions on the show and the characters? And yeah, please, no spoilers, as much as possible for the show. All the things I know is what we saw in the show, in the original show, and then I heard from history and lore, and that's about it. So please keep it spoiler free. But super excited to go into another Game of Thrones Westeros journey with y'all. So, House Daenerys / Targaryen all the way. We want to see them prosper. We know they don't. We know this story ends in a civil war. And we know what happens after. Poor Dany, bro. Anyway, have a good one, guys. See you in the next video.